Hello and welcome to Blue Garden Cottage. It's lovely to be back with you all. Before we carry on with this week's treasures, I wanted to say a great big thank you to all of the viewers and all those who comment, who encourage, who engage and who watch the videos. Thank you so much. You guys are all absolutely wonderful. I have a wonderful community. You're all so supportive. I appreciate all that you do to encourage me. Kale is getting some flower sprouts, and them I'm going to pinch out because I want my kale to keep growing. I want it to keep putting out more leaves, and if you let it flower, it won't. It'll go over. There we go. I'll leave that for a bit for the shield bug to go away. That's that one done. The mulching I did earlier in the bed and put the strawberries in has seemed to do a good job because it's nice and moist underneath. Let's fill that hole up there because that's where it fell over. Using the arches, the bamboo arches and the line and the wonderful sunlight, so I'm using that to dry the laundry. That's my off-grid laundry drying system. Don't you just love it? Asparagus is sending off a nice new shoot. I'll harvest that one. This is a brand new asparagus that I planted not long ago, so I'm not harvesting it this year or next year. I want the roots to get nice and strong. It's a long-term perennial vegetable. There you go. It'll probably need to go in bigger pots. That has been in there for 3 or 4 years. The main one I planted originally, I don't think it's any good now, but it has set off other ones there, and I think there's another one somewhere. So we'll soon find out. I'm going to be harvesting the dandelions. Okay, those are gone over, so I don't want those. Just pluck it off there so it can keep making more flowers. Normally I can't grow enough. Ooh! Gets excited about dandelions in the garden. Gardener's friend. Contrary to popular belief. I'll leave a few for the birds because they love eating the petals and the seeds. These duck potatoes, the wapatos, are ready to go in the pot in the front garden, but I don't trust the weather yet. I have been transplanting loads of plant and I've been propagating my self-heal because I want this to cover all the gaps in the footpaths between the slabs, because I'm really struggling to get hold of wood chips to cover the ground in between the slabs. So these low growing herbal plants, which are beautiful for bees and other pollinating insects, medicine for us, and what Buttons loves to self-medicate on when she's not feeling too good. So the self-heal is going to go and spread around in between the slabs. I've got some black climbing beans over here. So they are going to go out soon when they're ready. At this stage, if I was to put them in the garden like that, the slugs would just eat them all overnight. Lettuces are doing okay, not too bad at all. But they're going to stay in here. I'm not putting them in the ground. They'll just get eaten. My calendula. I haven't been growing enough calendula. A few years ago, I had an entire front garden full of calendula. And they haven't been growing since. I don't know why. But I really, really, really want the calendula because I want the petals for balms. Sweet corn, come on, grow a bit more. It's been so cold this spring. They need to be much bigger than that by the end of the month, so let's hope they can warm up a bit. Lots of other bits in there. The sunflowers need transplanting, more corn. The tomatoes, they look awful. Nowhere near what they should be this time of year. But you know, these leeks are going to come out in this little bit here, because I'm going to fill this up with more compost. This is where we're going to put, as usual, pumpkins and squash to climb over the trellis in. I have finally put the runner beans in yesterday. The runner beans are in. That's why I wait till they're this stage before I plant them out. And I have no idea if it's going to kill the plants or not, because I have put wood ash around the outside. Normally you'd put the wood ash in the ground a couple of weeks before you plant, because I think the lye in there might be just too strong. But I wanted to see if it helps with the slugs, the wood ash. So far we don't have a problem, and the plants were still here this morning. However, we are due rain, so that will wash the ash away and possibly poison the plants because it's too strong. The slugs would find their way to the beans. So hopefully keeping things clean and tidy around them, making sure there's no dead plant material, no yellowing and dying leaves anywhere. I'll pick them off, like this dying petal, and make sure I keep it tidy so that we can manage the slugs. And the mulch around everything has been compacted down. Hubby and I sowed the swede seeds this side, parsnip seeds that side. I'm sure the strawberries will take over the rest of the space, but I will pop in bits as and when. There are some chard that have self-seeded from last year. They can stay. The Russian kale, I'm leaving that in. There's a couple of them, so they can stay where they are. There's a couple of borage. I might move them to the front garden. Oh, I took from one of the other kales, I took a cutting and I stuck it in the ground to see if it would root, and it is getting new shoots. I'm going to have to cut this because there's a dip in there. Water will gather in there like a little pool and rot it. So I'm going to have to cover that with something before the rain comes. Yeah, look at that. It's growing fine. In the meantime, I think I'll quickly go find something to stick in there, cover it up. So I am impressed that that cutting has actually taken. I have also planted potatoes. These are a main crop, small little bits in there. These are earlies, and I've stuck them in there. They're the new potatoes. I've also transplanted things from the beds in between the gaps. I worked in the front garden as well. That's all been tidied and done. I'll go show you that in a mo. As you can see, our weather vane is telling us it's going to rain imminently. But I have cleaned up all the plants in between the paving slabs, or almost all, and put wood shavings in between. I said I can't find wood chip for love nor money. I am crossing fingers and everything else, hoping that those fresh wood chips are not going to leach or suck all the nitrates out the soil, because the plants that are in the ground will have roots that run underneath there. So let's hope it doesn't. I'll soon find out when all the leaves go yellow and things are stunted. It'll be because of that. I'm very pleased that things are looking so much better. And look at that, a peony. We have actually had some camellia this year, but they've all fallen off now. Season's gone for that. Oh, it's so nice to get out in the garden again. The salad burnet is about to flower. That will really make the bees happy. I haven't seen a huge amount of them actually so far. It's been, like I said, a cold spring. The rhubarb needs thinning out. All the strawberries are flowering. So it's time to make sure that all the red stones are in place near the plants, so the blackbirds get conditioned to think that the strawberries are actually not strawberries but stones, so they don't come. And it actually works. I'll see if I can find my old video where I did that. My Welsh poppy that's closed up. The lemon balm already needs a cutting. Oh, I'm so excited. The black lace elderflowers has recovered nicely. It likes that corner better than it liked the bed, because it didn't like the bed here. This peony is not so happy. There's not enough sunshine there, I think. End of the year I might have to move it. Look, the hellebores have come back, but look at the wisteria. The flowers are just opening, so next week it's going to be a profusion of purple. The Aquilegia, look. The Aronia berries. Oh, they're so pretty. I love the densely grown effect. Bronze fennel is looking good. Lemon balm, the variegated lemon balm, that's my favorite one. I need to dig that up and move it elsewhere actually, because it's getting overcrowded in here and it doesn't like it. It can't walk where it needs to spread. That is where I'm going to be putting. I've got 1, 2, 3 yacon plants, so they'll take all 3 of those tubs. The jasmine isn't coming back. That's dead. This the passion flower also looks like it's not very happy anymore. So if I have to get rid of that, then maybe I'll put a rose there opposite this little rose, and the clematis on either other corner of the pergola. There's a musk mallow growing there by the fennel. Aquilegia and fennel there. And it's just nice to sit here sometimes just to enjoy the garden space. But that is it. That is the garden update for May. I'll show you other bits and pieces as I do them. Got to dash in now, cook supper, carry on crafting, whole lot of stuff to do. But I just wanted you to see that I haven't been idle, have been busy and making use of the time I have taken to put things in order. I want to leave you on this quiet, so not quiet, there's heavy traffic, but you know, anyway, I gotta go. I hope you have a good rest of the week if I don't get to post another video. I do have some others that I want to post, but that has to wait a bit, and I shall see you all again next week if I don't get to do another one. Alright folks, take care, see you soon, bye bye.